Hi guys, this is Mr. Urrego here. I'm recording this video because I heard my friends at Urrego High School are using Google Forms and whole Google Drive and the whole thing. So I'm just trying to help a little bit. Right now what I'm doing is I'm using a tool from the Smart Notes from Smartboard. It's right here, name on the top left. It says Smart Recorder. So that's what I'm using right now to record my video. I'm recording my screen. Later on I can show you how to do this, guys, but right now let's concentrate on Google Forms. So I'm going to go to my drive, my Google Drive, and as you can see I have a bunch of stuff here. I have videos and a bunch of stuff right there, and I have a purple guys when I wake up this morning. I was like that, all right, something like that. So I had a bunch of stuff on my Google Drive. It's great, and to save information everywhere. All right, let's get to the point. I got a folder in videos, but quiz Google Forms. So the idea is to create a quiz on Google Forms. Right now, I see I have a bunch of quizzes. This is the last one that I did for this week, and let me give you a quick show you real quick. Normally, this is what I do. On the top of the test. Let's see if this thing is not going to work or not. All right, it's moving all over the place. This is the standard. Okay, you want to do that, but normally this is the way I write my quizzes. Last name, first name. Then I ask them for what class period they're in. Okay, and hold on, this thing is not working so far. Give me 1 second. Okay, Anthony is back. All right, so first thing I do is I ask for last name, first name, what period class they are in, and then I do my quiz. Okay, my last quiz was on factoring, so I got grade school and factor. Because it's a multiple choice option, I kind of do not only 3 or 4 options, I do as many as I can, 6, 7 options. So it's not as easy as to, I guess your answer. Factor completely again, 5 options right there, and so on and so forth. Difference of squares, I got how many options? 5. Okay, now the problem with this, or not the problem, if you're gonna write everything little, like linear equations and stuff like that, is simple because it's just a matter of writing. In this test, I had a couple issues because I have quadratics and I have exponents to 4 to the 3rd power. Then I couldn't write that with my keyboard. So I had to use an add-on which is called GMath to create those, and then technically GMath take pictures of every single equation. I had to add in here as a picture, and so forth. I'm not going to go that crazy today. I'm just going to show you something simple, straightforward. To make this quiz, it took me a couple hours because it was a lot of pictures and it was like 11 problems. So, but again, what's the benefit of this is that once they take the quiz, it's graded. Okay, so I'm not using time grading the paper. And when I do a quiz, I request also, I ask them, all right guys, take a piece of paper, put your name on it, and show me the work for every single problem. If you don't show me work, I won't grade your test, or I won't put the grade on. And it's working so far. So if they have any questions or whatever, I just can go to the paper that they were handing me at the end of the test, and I can see what happens or not. That's up to you if you give them credit or not. Normally I said, whatever option you chose, that's your answer. I just need to see the work for that. Okay, so this is kind of what you see on once the quiz is done. Now, because I am the one that is creating the test, so if I hit, all right, you see a red thing over here on the side, last name, and towards the last name here, towards the end, a red star. Those are required. Okay, so I just hit it because I want to edit. Okay, this is when I'm creating a question. I put last name, and the choice that I gave was a short answer. And here's if you want to get any points, and here on the right side is required. So I'm saying you cannot go to the next question until you answer this one. So mostly in the quiz, I put everything required. So there's no skipping questions or there's no skipping names or whatever might be the case. And now the point of requiring the last name and first name and their class period is because when I hit the answers, and I'm going to show you on this one that is done already. I did this already, so let's find out which one was the answer for this one. And I just hit a random question, and here's the check mark. All right, check mark is option number 5. So option number 5 was 2x cubed that multiply x plus 3. So that was my answer. You see that? That answer, I'm the one who just put in the answer or not. Okay, and I'll show you in a minute how to do it. So again, when I create my test, I show my test which one is the right answer. They take the test, and then it's just a matter of me coming over here to, you see question on the top, and then on the right side, you have responses. I'm gonna hit responses, and here's all the information of all the different students that took the test, okay? But there's something that is great with this is that, again, it probably takes you a couple hours or whatever may be the time to create the test. But when you're not wasting time or not spending time, I'm sorry, you're not spending time grading all those tests. Because you come over here and you see this little green thing, I'm gonna hit that and see what happens. So the test is creating a spreadsheet on Sheets, which is, you know, the program of Google, and it's giving me, and let me hold on. Okay, I would just, you know, blocking their information, their names and last names, because it's not appropriate to do it. So, okay, here, let me go back. It's here, that's their user ID, which is the ID number, and here's the last name and first name, which I make that required, and here's the score. So you have your name, 9 out of 11, 6 out of 11, 10 out of 11, 9 out of 11, and you just grade from there. So as soon as they're done with the test, there's many choices. You can select for them to get the grade right away. And the way how to do is I went back to, if you notice, I have 2 tabs on the top, factoring quiz and factoring quiz responses. Here's the spreadsheet that it created for me, and this is the quiz that I created. So I went back to the quiz, I went back to questions. Okay, on the questions, you have on the top a couple things. Hopefully you see my mouse right now, and here's add-ons. If I hit add-ons, you'll see GMath. Okay, GMath was the one that I used to create the equations. Okay, here is a way how to change the aspect of my test. Okay, if I choose any of those colors, it will change. Let me just do blue, even though I have to go back and blue. You see that? It changed the aspect of my test. So let me go back because I like the Halloween thing. I hit that, and I have a bunch of things, and I have no idea which one is the one that I use. Other, I'm not sure if that's the one that I use. Okay, so again, you have a bunch of red illustration, work in school, phone party. Oh, okay, I do not remember. Again, you can use any of those. Let's just make this one, and let's use that one for now. Okay, the aspect. So that one was this. Now this one is to preview, basically to see what the students are going to see once you have your test. So I created my test. I want to see how it's going to look for them. So I hit that preview, and it's going to show me the quiz. The form quiz is no longer accepting responses. Try contacting the owner. So I'm going to close that window, and let me go to settings. Okay, the settings, collect email addresses. I do that. That's why I have a check mark. Restrict to Orange County Public Schools users. That I have that also, and I have only one response limit. So if I uncheck that, that means they can take it as many times as they want. If I click that, then they only have one chance to respond. You respond the quiz, you're not able to go back to a quiz, as you notice on the previous screen that you just showed me. Okay, let me unblock this for a minute to show you how does it look. Okay, I'm going to go back on the top right to preview. And I don't know what's going on. Recircle limit. There we go. And now it's letting me to see the quiz. All right. So this is the way they're going to be able to see the quiz. Still working on downloading the quiz itself. We just need to give it a bit more time to the system, I guess, to work. Okay, so the system is working now. And as you can see, this is the screen that they'll be able to see. The title, the standard, whatever. And look at the message. Your email address, which is mine, alexander.urrego@ocps.net. That's my Orange County email. It says, will be recorded when you submit this form. So that's how I get all their emails. Okay? Now you sign out. All right? And this is how they're going to see their test. You notice it's a different format that I had before. I had it one and then the other one, but then when it translated to the screens, it comes out differently. But again, it's the same questions. Okay? All right. So I explained a lot of things throughout. I'm sorry I'm going all over the place. I hope you're getting some of this. Now, let me go back and then close this window. And I'm going to go to edit again to settings, and I'm going to limit that to one response again. And you see on the bottom it has a couple options for them. It says respondents can edit after submit, see summary charts and text responses. So you can choose any of this. You can play around with all these options if you want them to see their answers right away, or if you want them to edit after they submit their answers, which I don't. That's why I don't have a check mark right there. Presentation, you have 3 tabs on the top. General, presentation, and quizzes. This is the general tab. Let me go to presentation tab. Show progress bar, shuffle question order. Currently, I'm not using this because I need to create 2 sections so it doesn't shuffle the first 3 questions, which is the last name, first name, and period. So that's why I'm not shuffling the question order. Quizzes. Make this a quiz. You have the option to make it a quiz or not. I make this a quiz. Quiz options. Release grade immediately after each submission. I don't like that because if they find their answers, they're starting, telling them their friends, and that's how you get all the answers. And at the end, nobody is starting because they're just copying their answers. So I don't like that. I just choose later after manual review. So at the end of the day, I collect, everybody's done with the quiz, and then I grade it. That's how I do it. Respondents can see missed questions. No, that's after the fact, not the day of the quiz. Correct answers. No, because at that, if they're able to see their missed questions and correct answers, they're able to, see which one is the right answer, and they're going to start texting each other, and okay. Quizzes out of the window right away. So I don't like to keep those. It's up to you, again. So after I make my changes, I just save my settings, okay? One more thing. So this is the questions, responses. Let me go back to responses here. If you notice here, this is summary individual. If I scroll down, I'm going to see all the information from my students, which I'm not going to do that because I need to respect their privacy. If you have this, view responses in sheets, that's going to give me the spreadsheet if I hit it, which is going to get me back to this report. Okay, the 3 dots, let's hit those 3 dots. Get email notifications, select respondent destination, unlink, download responses, print on responses. Okay, it's giving you more options. I haven't used this so far. I'm not printing anything, mostly in our district everything is going digital, which is basically computer-wise. So I'm not doing any of those 3. Now, you have choices. Okay, you're taking the quiz, so you are accepting responses, meaning the quiz is alive. After your quiz is done, at the end of the day, I'm not accepting more responses because I don't want any kid that was absent to start taking this quiz at home. Okay? So again, I'm not accepting responses. So at the end of the day, I just turn into here, and then my quiz is not it's not an option anymore. They try to open it and it's not going to open for them until I actually click this. At this point, it's accepting. So right now, I'm going to turn it off because I'm not accepting responses. Okay. I guess I'm going to show you everything. Okay. I'm sorry for the length, but there's a lot of material on this Google Forms quiz. This is amazing, but it takes a while. So, how do they take the quiz? That's one of the questions, and I haven't even created a question yet. So, how do they take the quiz? Again, I created the quiz. Now, I just need to give somehow this quiz to them. Give either a link or basically just giving a link. Okay. So right now, what I'm using in my classes, and hold on. All right, so let's go to, I'm going to show you which was the way I technically give this quiz to my kids. So I'm going to go to, I'm going to open another tab over here in the top. And I have Google Classroom. You see, I'm going to this paper here in the top left. So Google Classroom. You can see the address, classroom.google.com. It's going to show me, that's what I use in my classes. Okay, so I have 6 classes, different of Bergen 5, but okay. So 6 classes, Algebra 1, Algebra 2, all those periods, and those are the amount of students that I have in each class. So let's go to one of my honors classes. So this is Google Classroom, okay? This is the way I gave them the working class with my factoring, and this is the PDF, factoring quiz, and actually you can see right there the quiz that I just gave out. And let's just to double check if it's working or not, the quiz. Let me hit the quiz and see what kind of message. You see that? The form quiz algebra 2 factoring is no longer accepting responses. So that's what's going to happen to any student that tried to get back to the quiz, which I like. All right, so let's go back to my Google Classroom. And this is all the material that I've given them, trinomials, PDFs, mostly, it's PDFs. And this is a Google document, some notes, and so on and so forth. Okay, this is all the work that I've given them so far. So this is Google Classroom. Now, how do I insert that form, the quiz, into their classroom? So I'm going to show you how to do it. Here we go. So I'm going to show you how to add that quiz into this screen. As soon as the students they need to be added to every single class. That's a different story. But right now I have all my classes prepared, and every student is into one of those classes. So they have access to this screen right now, which is Google Classroom. Now let me show you. On the bottom right, you see the plus that is there? I just hover on top of that. It says create announcement, create assignment, create question, reuse post, and so on and so forth. Normally I use assignments right here or create an announcement, either one of them. So let's create an assignment, okay? And that's my other 2 honors, and I'm gonna name it quiz. Quiz. I don't know, factoring quiz. There you go. Factoring quiz. I name it. Instructions, whatever you have to do, solve everything, whatever you want to write. That's up to you. Or you don't have to write that. Due date, it's up to you if you put a due date or not. Well, because I'm in control of closing or opening the quiz, I don't put a due date. Now here comes the bottom. Bottom is an attachment, Google Drive, this is a video, and this is a link. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a link to the assignment. Okay, so right now it's asking me for the link. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my Google Drive, where I have all my information. You see that I'm in Google Drive. I went to quizzes, and now where's my quiz that I want to work on? Here we go. Let's say that this is the quiz that I want to assign to them. So I highlight it, and I'm gonna right click, and it's gonna come up with this: preview, open with, share, get shareable link, move to, add, start, rename. You have all these choices. I'm gonna get it link. You see that? Look at the bottom. Link copy to the clipboard. All right, so now I have a link to that test. So I gotta go back to my Google Classroom, which is on the top. All right, I'm going to the top, one of those tabs. That's not where I want to be. That's not where I want to be. Oh, it's Algebra 2 Honors. There we go, on the right side. Now I know that I have my link copied to my system right now. So my oh my God, clipboard. There you go. To paste it, I'm gonna just use Control D, and that was the link. So add the link. So I have the link. I have the title. Now let me assign it, and let's wait for a second till the system refreshes. And right there, factoring quiz solved everything. So the kid comes to class, says, guys, all right, take your paper out, put your name on it, open your computers, okay, and go to factoring quiz, and here's the link. That's the link. So as soon as they hit it, they will be able to open the quiz. Remember, it's not opening for us because I said that it's not accepting more responses, okay? But at that point, they will have it open for them, and they'll take the quiz online. And that's how basically you assign the quiz. Now, this being kind of long, so let me just show you how to create a question or two. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my Google Drive here in the, okay. I have Google Drive, so I'm going to go to my Drive. Okay, so I went to my Google Drive. Now, to create the quiz, this is all folder. I'm going to go to the left side, okay? Trash, there, Google Photos, recent, shared, my Drive, and new. There you go. So I'm going to go to new. I'm going to hit new. And it's giving me a lot of options. It's giving me create a folder, new folder, upload a file, upload a folder, brand new Google Doc, Google Sheets, Google Slides, more. As soon as I go to more, it's going to give me the option of Google Form, which is what I need. So that's how I start from scratch, a Google Form. Okay. It gives me the question, responses. You're familiar with a little bit of this because I showed you the one that I did already. Untitled form here, so I click on the untitled form and, quiz. We're going to make a description, you make a description. You're going to have a question. Let's create questions about, I don't know, complex numbers. Okay. Simplify. Okay, and you can write the questions yourself. So simplify, let me say, I don't know, 2 plus 3i, okay, and let's add it to, I don't know, 4 minus 7i, okay. So you have the question, simplify, or add, not simplify, add. Your directions is whatever you want. Add 2 plus 3i plus 4 minus 7i. Okay, now here on the right, it says multiple choice. I hit that little arrow, I'm going to go back. Hit the little arrow right there, and it gives me short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, drop down, linear, multi-grade, date and time. You have all those choices. So you can create different types of tests or quizzes. Right, the easiest one, because it's going to be graded for you, is the multiple choice or check boxes. Okay, but that will be a different video. So right now I'm doing multiple choice test. Multiple choice. Okay, if I hover down, close to this is my question. This is the line of the question. You see that, like a mountain. Now I have my little hand. If I click that, it gives me an option. Drag an image here. So technically, if I have an image on my computer, I can bring it here, and it will be displayed as a question. Right now, I type it. On my other test, the one that I show you, I had to create, because they were quadratic functions, and in my keyboard, I don't have right now, or at least I don't know how to make exponents. So that's why I had to create it with GMath. So I have my question. Now let's go with the answers. First answer, I don't know. Let's say that let's say that this is the right answer. So it's gonna be 6 plus 3 minus 4 is -4. So it's gonna be minus 4i, and that'll be my answer, right? 6 3 minus 7 is -4i. So that'll be my answer, right? So let's create another one. And now you create all the different types of answers that you might want to do. 6, a common mistake is 3 minus 7, so it's -11. Now you go for the normal mistakes that they make. Okay, and as soon as I hit underneath, it creates another answer. Look, another option, and you keep going. I don't know. Let's say that they're multiplying. They made a mistake, and now they're doing 8 and -3. 3 times -7 is -21. So that could be another mistake that they're making. Okay. Now it's a matter of just you writing the test. But as soon as I hit add option, it creates more options for me. All right. So I'm not going to create any more. So that's my question. That's my question. Oh, I'm sorry. I always start last name, and period. So let's do that right now. We have a question right now. Okay, we have one so far. So if I want to add a question, I'll go to the right side. Add section, add a video, add an image, add title and description, add a question. Okay, so let's add a question. And let's see. Oh, it put it underneath. Doesn't matter. You see that little dots in the middle? I grabbed it, I'm holding my mouse down, and I'm going to pull it up. Okay, and I pull it up. So right there, I want my last name. So last name. And it's not going to be multiple choice because they need to write their name. So I'm going to hit it here, and it says short answer. And because I'm requiring, look at the bottom, I need to require that. So they're not going to be able to pass that question until they write their last name. That's my first question. My second question will be their first name. So first name, similar to the last. So instead of adding one more question, what I'm going to do is I already have this one done. So I'm going to be lazy, and I'm going to say, you know what? I'm sorry, but there's a little car cutting the grass and it's driving me crazy. Too noisy. I'm sorry about that. All right, so I'm going to be lazy right now, and instead of creating another question using the plus over here, I'm going to say, you know what? Copy this question that I have right now. Copy, duplicate. You see that? And it just copy my question exactly the same way I had it. So now I'm going to go erase this one. I'm going to write first name. I already have the choice at your answer. I already have required. So it saves me a little bit of time. And notice that next to the last name, it has the red asterisk, meaning it's a required question. You're not going to be able to pass to the following question until you answer this one. All right, so, we're missing the period. All right, so I'm going to add a question, and let's see where we're going to throw it. So you put it on their last name. I don't want it there, so I'm going to go to the middle, grab it, and I'm going to pull it down because I want to put it under my first name. Oh, I put it too much down, so I'm going to go back. There we go. Right, so far. So I have my quiz. You put the any name, whatever you have, last name, first name. And now this is going to be period of your class. Multiple choice, not really. It's a checkbox. Okay, let's check. You know what? Actually, multiple choice or checkbox will work on this case. Let's keep it a multiple choice. So option 1 would be period 1. Okay. Period 2. You see that? And I hit an option with the little hand. Period 3. And as soon as I scroll down, it gives me the hand. Period 4. Or you can keep it as an option. That's up to you. And so on and so forth. I want to make that question as required to, because that will be easier for me when I collect the responses. All these three questions is to collect the responses, because it's going to be in a Google Sheet, so the data is going to be organized. So you want this. The question I created. Okay, question I created. Let's go back to the question that I created. Okay, So now I'm gonna be it's gonna multiple choice. I want to make it required because I don't want them to skip any questions. Required. Okay, it's required. All right. Let's create, I don't know, another question, and then okay, here we go. We haven't given the title on the top left. Let's go back, top left. You see untitled form. Something that Google has is that I already labeled my quiz. Okay. I believe that if I touch over here on title form, it's going to bring whatever name I have as a title of my form. So let's try that out. If I hit it over here, it's going to bring whatever title I have. Oh, it did. Quiz. So whatever title you put over here, as soon as I hit that, it's going to change it. And now remember, if you're doing Google Drive or on any Google form, on Google document, you just give a couple of seconds, 4 or 5 seconds to this be saved in your drive. And let's double check. Let me go to my drive. And even though I never saved it, it should be somewhere over here. There we go. Look over here. Quiz. That's the one we're doing right now. So that's the beauty of Google Drive and all their thing. Okay. All right. That was just to demonstrate that it saves right away. It just take a couple of seconds. So I'm going to close that one, and I'm going to keep working on the other one that I was working on. All right, so we're creating our quiz. We have our name, last name, first name, period, and we have the questions. Is required. Okay. Now, hold on. We need to grade this thing. If you notice, so far, it's not giving me any choices. So this is not a quiz yet. To make it a quiz, I have to go to, here comes the guide again. Oh my God. 1 second. Okay, this guy's done by me crazy. Okay, so we have our form, but our form is not a quiz yet. So I gotta go here. Let's go back to settings on the top right, settings, and I'm gonna hit the settings. Here we go. Here's where I create the whole thing. So again, they're going to log in their computers, and they're going to take their test on the computer. So I want to collect their email addresses to have all their information. Here we go. Collect. Respond receive. That's if respondent receive a copy of the responses. If I hit that, then they'll get a copy. Up to you. Restrict to Orange County Public Schools users. Yeah, because those are my students. Limit to one respond. Yes, because it's going to be a quiz. Respondent scan, we went through this already. Presentation. Show progress bar, yes, because they want to know, what question they are or not. You play with this. Quizzes, very important. This is going to be a quiz, so let's turn that on. You see the difference? Everything is shaded gray. As soon as you hit this, everything is alive, basically. Release grade immediately after a submission. No, I don't want that. Later after manual review. Yes, I want that. So I check that. Respondent can see missed questions. No, I'm sorry. Pay attention to your work. And again, remember, I'm forcing them to take every single question so they don't have to see this. They're not going to be able to miss any questions because unless they answer my questions, they're not able to go to the next question. Respondents can see correct answers. No. Because they'll give their answers to other students later on in the day, and now they'll have all their correct answers. I don't want that. Point values, not yet. I made my settings. Now I hit save. And now this should be a quiz. Okay, so let's see what happened. Oh, you see? Now, once I created a quiz, now I have it on the bottom, this answer key. Because it's a quiz now, so technically I'm gonna hit answer key, and I'm gonna tell them. Oh, hold on. Yes, I'm gonna tell them which of this is the right answer. And we said that it was 2 plus 4, which is 6. 3 minus 4 is -4. So this first question is my right answer. You see the check mark? So I'm telling the system this is the right answer. This is the key, basically. And now, how many points I'm gonna assign to this? I grade everything over 100, independent of if there's 3, 4, 5, 20 questions. So everything is 1 point, and it's going to be averaged out as 100. I give my choices, so now I'm going to save, edit question. And now it says answer key 1 point, and it has the answer right there. So that's how I give the answers to the system. Okay, guys, I kind of explained all over the place. I hope it's clear. If you need more help, I'll create more videos in Google Forms and hopefully in Google Drive and Google Documents. Again, I'm going to put this in my channel so you can see. I will connect all those videos. You just come back and visit my channel or my website or whatever might be the case. Again, especially for my people on North Bergen, I miss you guys, Antonino, Henao, and everybody, Nelly. I miss you guys. So I hope this helps a little bit. Take care, and again, check the channel. I will have more videos like this in other aspects of Google. All right, take care. Bye. All right, hold on. I miss a lot of people, though. I don't want to help seeing you and the girls. There's too many people to say hello, guys. But all right. I hope everything is well with you guys. And if you're learning this, if you're learning Google Forms and Google Drive and all this information, it actually turns your life easier. In the beginning, as you're learning, it's not easy because it's a lot of information. But once you get the handle of this, it will be your life way easier. So it is worth it. Okay. I went over the summer for like 2 weeks just to be training on many things, not just on Google, many things, and it was crazy for my mind. But as the year goes, you learn more, you practice, and things get better and more proactive and interactive, and you can put more stuff on it, and the kids enjoy the transition to digital, and you're not gonna miss, you're not gonna lose the paper anyway. But it helps to change the format of the classes and to get more information across. And again, I'm gonna put more videos on this because you can make I don't know, as a bell work or warm up. You can ask a couple of questions, and the kids, you get the response right away, and you put it on the board, and you can see their responses, and you can talk about them as well. So again, I hope it helps a little bit, and I'll have more videos on this. Take care, guys. Have fun.